The downfall of the Vince McMahon family. The Vince McMahon family has long been at the forefront of professional wrestling, transforming the industry into a global entertainment phenomenon through World Wrestling Entertainment, or WWE. Under Vince McMahon's leadership, WWE pioneered innovative marketing strategies and captivating storylines, creating iconic events like WrestleMania that attracted millions of fans worldwide. However, recent years have brought significant challenges, allegations of misconduct against Vince, along with declining audience engagement and increased competition from promotions like All Elite Wrestling or AEW, have tarnished the family's reputation. Internal power struggles and fracturing talent relations further complicate the legacy they've built. The McMahon family's story now serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of influence in entertainment. As we delve into the factors contributing to their downfall, from rising competitors to the shifting dynamics of fan expectations, we uncover valuable lessons about accountability and adaptability in a changing landscape. Stay tuned till the end as we explore the complexities surrounding the McMahon family's decline and the implications for WWE's future. Don't miss out on this insightful journey, and also subscribe to our channel. Let's start it! The rise of the McMahon dynasty. The McMahon family has significantly shaped professional wrestling for decades, beginning with Roderick James "Jess" McMahon, 1882 to 1954, a pioneer in the wrestling promotion business who established wrestling as a legitimate form of entertainment. In 1953, Jess founded the Capitol Wrestling Corporation, setting the foundation for a family dynasty dominating the wrestling industry. Following Jess's passing in 1954, his son, Vincent James McMahon, 1914 to 1984, took the helm of the family business. He expanded the family's wrestling empire by forming the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, or WWF, in 1963. Under his leadership, the organization gained traction in the northeastern United States by focusing on larger arenas and promoting marquee matchups. Vincent J. McMahon was known for his keen business acumen, successfully navigating the wrestling landscape and building valuable relationships within the industry. The family's influence reached new heights with Vince Kennedy McMahon, born 1945, the son of Vincent J. McMahon. Taking over the family business in 1982, Vince transformed wrestling from a regional spectacle into a global entertainment phenomenon. His ambitious vision included the establishment of the World Wrestling Federation, or WWF, which became a household name under his leadership. In 1985, Vince introduced the first WrestleMania, often called the grandest stage of them all. This groundbreaking event set a new standard for professional wrestling, generating significant revenue and cementing the McMahon family's status in popular culture. WrestleMania drew in mainstream celebrities like Muhammad Ali and Cyndi Lauper, helping to attract diverse audiences and elevating wrestling to new heights. Throughout the 1990s, the WWF faced fierce competition from rival promotions, most notably World Championship Wrestling, or WCW. However, Vince's innovative storytelling and character development allowed the WWF to maintain its dominance during the Monday Night Wars. His aggressive expansion strategies included purchasing smaller promotions and employing wrestlers from various backgrounds, which helped the WWF reach a broader audience. By the late 1990s, the company established itself as the premier wrestling organization globally, achieving billion-dollar revenues. However, this meteoric rise was not without challenges. The McMahon family encountered numerous scandals, controversies, and internal strife, eventually leading to their downfall. The combination of ambitious expansion and increasing scrutiny from various sources foreshadowed a turbulent future for the family and their wrestling legacy. The foundation of success. The foundation of the McMahon family's success in professional wrestling lies in Vince McMahon's relentless ambition and innovative approach. Upon taking over the family business in 1982, Vince quickly recognized wrestling's potential to evolve into a mainstream entertainment product. His strategic vision encompassed not just producing high-quality wrestling shows, but also integrating elements of pop culture to appeal to a wider audience. One of Vince's most significant achievements was the creation of WrestleMania, a groundbreaking event that combined wrestling with mainstream entertainment. The inaugural WrestleMania 1, held in 1985, featured a captivating mix of wrestling matches and celebrity appearances, effectively setting a precedent for future events. It drew an estimated 1 million viewers and laid the groundwork for what would become an annual spectacle, growing exponentially in popularity over the years. This innovative concept gave rise to the term sports entertainment, allowing WWE to attract audiences beyond traditional wrestling fans and transform the landscape of the industry. Vince's strategic use of television also played a critical role in promoting the WWF. He secured lucrative television deals, partnering with prominent networks like NBC and USA Network, which provided a platform to reach millions of viewers weekly. This visibility enabled the WWF to establish a loyal fan base and engage audiences through innovative programming, ensuring the company remained at the forefront of entertainment. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Vince expanded his roster by recruiting top talents from rival promotions, significantly enhancing the quality and appeal of his shows. This included signing iconic wrestlers such as Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Warrior, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The WWF's roster became a veritable who's who of wrestling legends, each contributing to the company's immense success and popularity. However, as the WWF flourished, it also attracted scrutiny. Vince's aggressive tactics to eliminate competition, along with some controversial business practices, raised eyebrows within the industry and among fans alike, sowing seeds of dissent. Despite these challenges, the foundation Vince McMahon built laid the groundwork for the McMahon family's dominance in the wrestling industry for decades. The innovative blending of entertainment and wrestling set the stage for future successes, but it would also foreshadow the struggles and controversies the family would face in the years to come. The family business. The McMahon family's deep involvement in WWE is a remarkable tale of blending personal relationships with corporate responsibilities, making their story unique in the world of professional wrestling. At the center of this family business is Vince McMahon, whose vision and drive transformed WWE from a regional wrestling promotion into a global entertainment powerhouse. His ambition extended beyond just running a company. He aimed to create a lasting legacy that would encompass his entire family, ensuring that WWE remained a family business for generations. Vince's wife, Linda McMahon, played a significant role in WWE's early success. With a keen understanding of marketing and public relations, Linda helped legitimize professional wrestling as a mainstream form of entertainment. Her business acumen was critical in establishing WWE's corporate structure and guiding the company through its initial public offering in 1999. Linda's contributions helped shape WWE's public image, which allowed the company to break into the mainstream and secure lucrative television deals, sponsorships, and partnerships. The next generation of the McMahon family, Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon, were deeply involved in WWE's operations from an early age. Shane, known for his charismatic on-screen presence, also had a major role behind the scenes. He was instrumental in WWE's international expansion efforts, helping to introduce WWE programming to new markets around the world. Shane was also a key figure in launching the WWE Network in 2014, a groundbreaking move that shifted the way fans consumed WWE content. His entrepreneurial spirit pushed WWE into the digital age, laying the foundation for its future growth. Stephanie McMahon, who began her career in WWE as an on-screen character, eventually transitioned into an executive role. As Chief Brand Officer, Stephanie played a crucial role in enhancing WWE's brand image and expanding its reach across various platforms. Her efforts in overseeing initiatives like the Women's Revolution in WWE helped modernize the company's product, making it more appealing to a broader audience. Stephanie's leadership in brand development has been a driving force in WWE's sustained global popularity. While the McMahon family worked closely together, the blending of personal and professional relationships naturally led to challenges. In many ways, the McMahon family's involvement in WWE exemplifies the complexities of running a family business. Their dedication to growing WWE as a global entertainment brand is undeniable, but the challenges of managing family relationships alongside corporate goals have often been a source of tension. Nonetheless, the McMahons remain one of the most influential families in the history of professional wrestling. As we move on to the darker aspects of the McMahon family's legacy, make sure to subscribe to our channel for future updates and insightful content. Your support is essential for us to keep delivering these stories. Stay tuned. The dark side of success. The McMahon family's success in professional wrestling was overshadowed by numerous scandals and controversies that raised ethical questions about their leadership, significantly impacting their reputation. Vince McMahon, in particular, became the focal point of various allegations, which would come to define the darker side of the family's legacy. In the 1990s, the WWF faced intense scrutiny over its handling of steroid use among its performers. This culminated in a high-profile federal investigation in 1993, during which Vince was charged with distributing steroids to wrestlers. Although he was ultimately acquitted, the scandal tarnished the image of the WWF and raised serious questions about the health and safety of its talent. This controversy revealed a troubling aspect of the wrestling business, highlighting the pressures placed on wrestlers to conform to unrealistic physical standards. The investigation served as a wake-up call, prompting discussions about the ethics of performance enhancement in professional sports. Compounding these issues were allegations of sexual misconduct against Vince McMahon that surfaced in the early 2000s and continued to emerge over the years. Reports detailing hush money payments made to silence victims further fueled narratives of a toxic corporate culture within WWE. These scandals not only damaged Vince's credibility, but also cast a shadow over the entire McMahon family, as they struggled to maintain their public image amidst increasing scrutiny. The accusations brought forth questions about the values and ethics underpinning the company's operations and leadership. The family's handling of various incidents involving wrestlers also drew criticism, especially concerning tragic deaths and substance abuse issues. The untimely deaths of popular wrestlers like Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero highlighted the potential consequences of the high-stress environment fostered by WWE. The Benoit tragedy in particular prompted a re-evaluation of the company's policies regarding wellness and mental health, as it became evident that the existing protocols were insufficient to safeguard the well-being of its performers. As these controversies mounted, they began to erode the trust that fans and talent had in the McMahon family. The failure to adequately and transparently address these pressing issues led to growing dissatisfaction among the WWE roster and the public. The dark side of their success illuminated the vulnerabilities of the McMahon legacy, ultimately contributing to their downfall as they faced a reckoning for the toxic culture they had cultivated within the organization. This series of scandals not only marred their reputation, but also set a precedent for accountability in the wrestling industry, reshaping how promotions would be run in the future. How business decisions led to the McMahons' decline. The downfall of the McMahon family can be traced to a series of poor business decisions that ultimately compromised WWE's stability and tarnished its legacy. Vince McMahon, whose ambition had once been the driving force behind WWE's explosive growth, began to make reckless choices that backfired, accelerating the family's decline. One key misstep was Vince's aggressive expansion into new markets without adequate research or understanding of local preferences. This overambitious approach led to financial losses in international ventures, weakening WWE's profitability and shaking investor confidence. A prominent example of Vince's misjudgment was the ill-fated launch of the XFL, a professional football league meant to rival the NFL. Despite heavy promotion, the league failed to gain a foothold, folding after just one season in 2001. The financial damage from this endeavor was significant, calling Vince's business judgment into question and casting a shadow over the McMahon family's reputation as visionary leaders. Vince's insistence on retaining tight creative control over WWE also played a role in the family's fall. His rigid grip on storytelling frustrated key talent, many of whom felt stifled by the lack of creative freedom. As a result, numerous wrestlers left the company in search of better opportunities, contributing to WWE's declining ratings and talent shortages. Compounding these issues was Vince's failure to adapt to the evolving tastes of wrestling fans. As new promotions like AEW gained traction with innovative storytelling and fresh talent, WWE struggled to keep pace, further eroding its dominance. These mounting corporate missteps culminated in a crisis of confidence in WWE's leadership, with fans, talent, and investors questioning the McMahon family's ability to steer the company through an evolving industry. The McMahons, once synonymous with wrestling success, found their influence waning as WWE's market position diminished. The decline of the McMahon family underscores the dangers of unchecked ambition, poor decision-making, and an inability to adapt, factors that ultimately led to the erosion of their legacy in professional wrestling. The impact of corporate culture. The corporate culture of WWE, shaped significantly by Vince McMahon's autocratic leadership style, had profound implications for the organization and its employees. While Vince's visionary approach was instrumental in propelling WWE to unprecedented heights, it fostered a high-pressure environment that often resulted in burnout and dissatisfaction among talent and staff alike. Vince was renowned for his hands-on, micromanaging style, which cultivated an atmosphere of fear within the organization. Employees were frequently hesitant to voice their opinions or challenge decisions, creating a culture where dissent was discouraged. Wrestlers were subjected to intense scrutiny regarding their performances, which led to a pervasive sense of expendability. Many talents felt they had to conform to Vince's singular vision, stifling their creativity and individuality in the process. As a direct consequence of this corporate culture, WWE experienced a troubling high turnover rate. Frustrated by the lack of creative freedom and feeling undervalued, many talented wrestlers sought opportunities elsewhere, resulting in a talent exodus that weakened WWE's roster. This decline in talent directly impacted the overall quality of programming and diminished fan engagement, leading to a less vibrant wrestling environment. The detrimental effects of this culture extended beyond the ring, impacting employee morale behind the scenes as well. Production staff, writers, and other personnel were subjected to immense pressure to meet Vince's expectations, contributing to a toxic work environment. Reports emerged of long hours, unrealistic deadlines, and insufficient resources, which collectively led to widespread dissatisfaction. The lack of open communication and support from management exacerbated these issues, prompting many employees to leave the company. As the pressures mounted, WWE faced significant challenges in retaining talent and maintaining its reputation as a desirable workplace. This toxic culture became increasingly apparent during public relations crises, where the backlash from fans and industry insiders over WWE's handling of various controversies underscored the pressing need for a cultural shift within the organization. Shane McMahon's exit. On October 1, 2009, Shane McMahon announced his resignation from WWE, marking the culmination of long-standing tensions within the McMahon family. His departure was driven by creative differences with his father, Vince McMahon, and frustration over his limited influence in shaping WWE's direction. Shane's exit raised critical questions about WWE's leadership and foreshadowed potential challenges to the McMahon legacy. It was a pivotal moment that revealed underlying discord, emphasizing the difficulty of balancing personal relationships with professional ambitions in a family business. After leaving WWE, Shane pursued other business ventures, including involvement with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, and attempts to create a new wrestling promotion. These moves reflected his desire for independence and creative exploration beyond WWE. Meanwhile, WWE faced the repercussions of his departure, including changes in talent morale and potential shifts in fan perception. Without Shane's creative influence, WWE struggled to maintain its innovative edge. Vince's rigid leadership style remained, but some talent became more outspoken, signaling growing dissatisfaction with the company's trajectory. Shane's exit left a noticeable gap in WWE's innovation, which had long been a key driver of its success. Despite occasional public reconciliations, Shane's relationship with Vince remained strained. His departure ultimately symbolized a turning point for the McMahon legacy, exposing the fragile balance between family loyalty and professional ambition, while casting uncertainty over WWE's future direction. Stephanie McMahon's role. Stephanie McMahon's role in WWE was critical, both for her contributions and what her rise and departure symbolized about the decline of the McMahon family's influence. As Vince McMahon's daughter, she transitioned from on-screen talent to a major executive, playing a pivotal role in WWE's transformation into a global entertainment powerhouse. Her leadership as Chief Brand Officer was instrumental in expanding the company's brand and enhancing its public image. However, her ascent also exposed deep family tensions. As Stephanie pushed to modernize WWE, she frequently clashed with Vince, who maintained firm control over creative decisions. This generational conflict underscored the differing visions within the family. Stephanie sought to evolve the company, while Vince remained committed to the traditional methods that had long defined WWE's success. Stephanie's departure marked a crucial turning point in the unraveling of the McMahon family's control over WWE. Following Shane McMahon's earlier exit, her decision to leave highlighted the growing fragmentation within the family. The unity that once defined the McMahons' leadership began to fracture, leaving WWE's future direction uncertain. The ongoing tension between Stephanie and Vince illustrated the difficulty of balancing family loyalty with professional ambition, a dynamic that now threatens the company's stability. Ultimately, her exit reflected the broader challenges facing family-run businesses in evolving industries. The McMahon family, which had built WWE into a global brand, struggled to adapt to changing expectations. Stephanie's departure not only symbolized the diminishing influence of the McMahons, but also left the company in a precarious position, with its legacy and leadership in flux. WWE's response to scandals. As the McMahon family faced escalating controversies, WWE's response to these scandals became vital in managing its public image. Following the steroid scandal and subsequent misconduct allegations, WWE launched several initiatives to mitigate the damage, including the introduction of a wellness policy. This policy, centered on the health and safety of talent, included regular drug and performance-enhancing substance testing to demonstrate a commitment to athlete welfare. Despite these efforts, WWE's measures were often met with skepticism. Critics argued that, under Vince McMahon's leadership, the company still pressured wrestlers to maintain a certain physique, creating a conflict between promoting a safe environment and upholding its tough business image. This contradiction raised doubts about WWE's true dedication to its wrestlers' well-being. The sexual misconduct allegations against Vince further complicated WWE's public relations efforts. Reports of hush money payments severely damaged the company's credibility, overshadowing positive initiatives and reinforcing the perception that profits were prioritized over ethics. This negative narrative made it difficult for WWE to restore its reputation, especially as more details emerged. The controversies also strained WWE's relationships with sponsors and business partners, adding pressure to maintain business ties while addressing the concerns of fans and talent. Public scrutiny intensified, challenging WWE's ability to focus on long-term goals amidst the fallout. Despite these challenges, WWE's financial performance and loyal fan base provided a buffer, allowing the company to retain its dominance in the wrestling industry. However, the scandals remained a persistent shadow over the McMahon family, and WWE's ability to balance public perception with corporate responsibility became increasingly crucial to its future. The fall from grace, end of an era. Vince McMahon's resignation in 2002 marked a dramatic fall from grace for the once untouchable figure in professional wrestling. After decades of steering WWE into a global phenomenon, Vince stepped down from his role as chairman and CEO amid a series of scandals involving allegations of sexual misconduct and financial improprieties. In June 2002, the Wall Street Journal reported that Vince McMahon had allegedly paid $3 million in hush money to a former WWE paralegal with whom he had an affair. This payment was part of a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA, to prevent the woman from speaking publicly about the relationship. The revelation set off alarm bells within WWE and the broader business community, prompting the WWE Board of Directors to launch an internal investigation into the payments and McMahon's behavior. Although the relationship was consensual, the use of company funds raised significant concerns. Just weeks later, in July 2022, the Wall Street Journal published another report revealing that McMahon had paid over $12 million in hush money to multiple women throughout 16 years. These payments were made to silence accusations of sexual misconduct and coercion from former employees and contractors. One notable case involved a former wrestler who claimed McMahon had coerced her into a sexual relationship in 2005, promising career advancements in exchange. When she refused further advances, she was demoted and eventually released. McMahon reportedly paid her $7.5 million in 2018 to keep the matter private. As the investigation widened, it became evident that McMahon's behavior had contributed to a toxic work environment, raising concerns of financial impropriety. Facing mounting pressures from all sides, McMahon encountered growing discontent both internally and externally. WWE board members expressed concerns about his leadership, while sponsors began reconsidering their relationships with the company. The public backlash intensified, with fans and industry insiders demanding accountability. The relentless media coverage further fueled the calls for his resignation. Amid this turmoil, Vince McMahon made the shocking decision to resign as WWE Chairman and CEO on July 22, 2022. The announcement came during an emergency meeting with WWE executives, marking the end of his decades-long reign over the company. In a statement, McMahon thanked WWE fans, talent, and employees, but did not address the allegations against him. His departure sent shockwaves through the professional wrestling world, raising significant concerns about WWE's future direction without his influence. Following his exit, his daughter, Stephanie McMahon, was named interim CEO, alongside WWE President Nick Khan. While WWE's financial performance remained strong, the company's reputation had been severely damaged. Vince McMahon's resignation didn't immediately resolve the issues facing WWE, as investigations into his conduct and the company's financial practices continued. As of late 2022, WWE sought to rebuild its image, focusing on maintaining strong financial results and addressing internal cultural issues. Vince McMahon's fall from grace remains one of the most significant events in wrestling history, a cautionary tale of how power, misconduct, and the misuse of authority can lead to the downfall of even the most influential figures. Conclusion: the downfall of the Vince McMahon family signifies a profound shift in professional wrestling's landscape. Once regarded as untouchable leaders, the McMahons faced numerous scandals and internal strife that exposed weaknesses in their governance and corporate culture. Vince McMahon's resignation marked the end of a prominent era and underscored the urgent need for ethical practices and accountability within the industry. This narrative serves as a compelling reminder of the intricate balance between ambition, power, and responsibility in the world of professional wrestling. The risks of unchecked power and internal discord have led to significant challenges for a dynasty as influential as the McMahons. From Vince's resignation amid scandal to the struggles of succession, their once dominant legacy has been shaken. WWE now stands at a crossroads where the need for ethical leadership and adaptability is more critical than ever. As the McMahon family confronts these challenges, the future of WWE remains uncertain. Will they overcome the shadows of their past and lead the company into a new era, or will their legacy continue to be defined by these missteps? If you found this exploration of the McMahon family's rise and fall insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth content. Share your thoughts on WWE's future in the comments, and let us know where you think the company is headed next. Your support helps us bring more stories like this to life. Stay tuned for more.